Hello makers! Today's tutorial is going to be a departure from my normal video style tutorial, and I am going to do kind of a photo step out talk through of how I made this card. Now I made this card for the Ranger Ink blog, and so if you want like a full video, a full tutorial with the steps written out and everything, I will put a link for that tutorial in my description for today's video. All right, but let's go ahead and give this a try and let's get making. You want to begin by gathering all of your supplies. So the stamps that I used for this were Mr. Frostie and Sketchy Leaves. I also used the Flourish THS 032 stencil. I have some microglaze, a mini blending tool, Lost Shadow Distress Spray Stain, Hickory Smoke Distress Spritz, and several colors of distress embossing glazes. On a piece of A2 distressed watercolor cardstock, I want to stamp the branches from Mr. Frosty, and I stamp them in walnut stain and then again in embossing ink, and then I embossed those with the scorched timber distressed glaze. So I stamped on the top and then I flipped it over and I stamped it on the bottom corner of the same piece of paper, embossed it, and then once it was heat embossed, I sprayed a little bit of water over it and just a tiny bit of Lost Shadow Distress Spray Stain. Wanted to give it just a light gray color. And now I want to give it kind of a cloud feeling. So I got out my Flourish stamp, microglaze, and a small blending tool. And I want to make a resist on that Lost Shadow background. So I got a little bit of microglaze onto my mini distress blending tool and I blended it in by pushing it down onto my mixed media mat. And then I just put it through my stencil all over the background in different places so that when I sprayed it with Lost Shadow Distress Spray Stain and Hickory Smoke uh, Distress Spritz and then a little bit of water, you can see some of those swirls showing up. Then I let it dry for a little while and then I went through with a paper towel and I took off some of the puddles and some of the stain that was on the glaze so that I would have just a very subtle movement like clouds. Now we're going to get started on our leaves. So on another piece of distressed watercolor cardstock, I'm going to be stamping a couple of leaves from the Sketchy Leaves stamp set, and I want to have my distress embossing ready. So that I can see the leaves, I first stamped them in pumice stone very lightly, and then I went over that with the clear embossing ink. And then I took pinches of each of the colors that I have out. I have aged mahogany, crackling campfire, rusty hinge, and fossilized amber. And I just put pinches of them all over that embossing ink and then dumped off the excess. I'm going to throw the excess away because it's a mix of all of those colors. And then I'm going to heat emboss this. Now, before I heat it, I have my heat tool ready, and I also have Rock Candy Distress glitter already opened and ready for me to dump on. So once I heat emboss it and it's still hot, I dumped glitter on it and let it sit for a minute. And then I dumped the excess glitter off and then I reheated it with the heat tool. And then that kind of secured all of that glitter in and it made my leaves look like frosty leaves that you would find on a cold morning in fall. Now I needed a sentiment, so I stamped the whole background piece from Thankful Silhouettes onto a piece of distress watercolor cardstock. I stamped it in clear distress embossing ink and then I embossed it with Scorched Timber Distress Glaze. Now, once that was heat embossed, I went ahead and I cut out all of the different sentiments and decided on November for mine. So I cut around it fairly close. I also fussy cut out my leaves, leaving just a little thin border, as you can see. I trimmed down my background so that it would have a little bit of that reveal on the craft cardstock. So I cut it down to a 5 1/4 by 4 inches. And then I went around the edges of the um, craft base and also my background with scorched timber distress ink. I attached the background to the craft card base and then stitched around it with my machine in brown thread, and you can see all of the amazing background there with all the sparkles and the shimmer from the spritz and just that very subtle movement that we have from that flourish stamp and the resist with the micro glaze, all the sparkling on the wonderful leaves. And I attached those directly to the background, and then I did pop up the word November. I mean, just look at all of that frosty goodness on the leaves and the sparkle in the background. And here you can see that I popped up that November sentiment. You could use it on a card like I did, or you could use it as an embellishment on a scrapbook page or a travel journal or something like that. Really, the sky's the limit for what you could use this for in the month of November. But I just think that this card turned out beautifully. I really love it, and I hope you do too. I want to thank you for following along with this very different type of tutorial for me, and you may see a couple of these in the future because I did lose a lot of my videos in a tech problem a month or so ago. Well, again, thank you so much for following along. All the information that you need is in the description below, and I will put the link to the actual tutorial on the Ranger site in the description as well. So thank you so much, and I want to wish you a very creative day.